Hey everyone, Dr. Benedetto here today on another short, quick health tip video. Hopefully everyone is enjoying these. I enjoy doing them, so hopefully everyone who's watching them is benefiting from some of the information. What we're going to talk about today is diet. Not necessarily diet, but we're going to talk about food in general. This time of year, it's early February, so everyone's New Year's resolutions and their diets. A lot of them are going to heck, so let's have a little talk. And the title of this video, as you can see, is the important thing when we talk about food and our diet and our eating patterns is not how much you're eating, but what you're eating. And this is kind of like a bit of a paradigm shift. It's kind of a radical shift for a lot of people and a lot of our patients. But most average people out there, right? We're not talking about athletes or high-level athletes and things like that. We're talking about like your average people, right? You and I and patients in our office and people you know and all that kind of stuff, right? Most of the population who's not an elite level athlete and like super crazy about like their calories in and their macros and all that kind of stuff. We're talking about people, right? The problem is somebody wants to lose weight, right? So what do? You say, oh, well, this is what I do. I gotta cut calories, so I gotta eat less, and I gotta exercise more, right? And it usually doesn't work. Or I'm gonna join Weight Watchers, which I have nothing. These great organizations. They help a lot of people, but I'm gonna join Weight Watchers and or Nutrisystem, and it's like I can eat what I want. I can eat whatever I want, but I can only have so many points, or I have to eat these pre-packaged meals and that kind of stuff. And again, they work, but they're not sustainable, right? I mean, you lose weight, and then 6 months later, a year later, you're right back to where you were, sometimes more. Okay, so we need to stop worrying about, at least in the beginning. When you become an elite level athlete, then you can worry about that stuff. But we tell our patients all the time, and I'm telling you right now, most people need to stop worrying about how much they're eating, and they need to worry about what they're eating, okay? So most of you who've been watching my videos, you hear me preach these things over and over and over again, right? The big stuff, we gotta get rid of the big stuff. You gotta get rid of the sugars. You gotta get rid of the processed foods. You gotta get rid of, things like dairy and grains and things like that. We're talking a paleo type diet here, a paleo type lifestyle, right? One that has real food. You eat real food. Nothing comes in a box. Nothing comes prepackaged. Nothing's loaded up with sugar and all kinds of junk. So what is that? Copious amounts of fresh fruits and vegetables, right? Lean meats, that's where we get a lot of our protein from. Animal meats, they're all in play. Healthy fats, right? So coconut, olive, avocado, nuts and seeds and things like that, right? Nothing. I didn't mention anything in there that comes in a box, right? All that stuff either grows in the ground or through agriculture we grow it, right? So livestock and things. So very anti-inflammatory diet, very nutrient dense. You're going to get a lot of nutrition from that food, and it's going to also be very filling, right? It's not like eating a piece of toast and then 20 minutes later you're hungry again. Okay, that's what I want you to try focusing on. There's lots of good programs out there. There's paleo programs. There's Whole30, really good stuff. There's lots of good programs out there. I mean, we help our patients, one-to-one in the office with this kind of stuff. So if you have questions, just ask us. We'd be happy to help. But I don't want to go long here, but I just want anybody who's watching this just to switch your thinking a little bit and stop obsessing over like, oh my gosh, look at the calories. You shouldn't even know the calories in your food because they're not in a box. There's no calories written on them, right? They're vegetables, So as we get to this point in the year, people are starting to fail on their resolutions and their diets, and they're going back to their old ways and all that kind of stuff. I want you to just shift your thinking a little bit and worry not so much about how much I'm eating, but what am I eating? What am I putting in my body? What kind of fuel am I giving it, right? I mean, you're not going to go out and put junk gas in your car. You put good gas in your car so the engine runs right. And nobody thinks about that with their bodies. They put junk in it. Guess what? It runs like junk. So, and it doesn't burn fuel efficiently, so you gain weight. So want you to start thinking about some of these things and making some subtle changes. It doesn't have to be overnight. And shifting away from the standard American diet with all the processed foods and the garbage, and shifting towards a more paleo type diet. Your body will thank you. You'll lose weight, and you know, your health will improve. You'll be off your diabetes medications and your blood pressure medications, and you know, you'll be able to get back in the gym, and you won't be so stressed all the time. You'll be sleeping better. Trust me. Trust me. Cool? Hope everybody enjoyed this information today. If you have any comments, go ahead and post them below. Questions, we're always here for you. If you're getting this in an email or something, or you're on our YouTube channel, comment, questions, reply, whatever. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Hopefully it's helpful information for you. If you have any more questions or would like any more detail, feel free to reach out. We're here. So have a great day, everyone. We'll see you on the next video.